Welcome to LFC Transfer Hub. LFC preseason tour highlights growth of LFC International Academy Japan. Liverpool FC's preseason tour is generating a lot of excitement across Asia, and the International Academy Japan will play its part, hosting football clinics at its venue in Kawasaki and taking part in multiple events. Perhaps most importantly, the tour is giving young players the opportunity to experience LFC closer to home than they could ever have imagined. In addition to attending the senior team's preseason friendly on Wednesday against Yokohama F. Marinos, a special football clinic will also provide the opportunity to meet a special guest or two. For Masakazu Shimizu, CEO of LFC International Academy Japan, the tour represents a significant milestone in the journey the academy has been on since it was opened back in 2014. Opportunity of a lifetime, Masakazu said. To have LFC visiting us here in Japan is incredible, an opportunity of a lifetime. It's hard to put into words how special this is for everybody involved with the International Academy. Since we opened the academy, we have worked hard to ensure we provide an authentic LFC experience to every child who spends time playing here, be it for a day, a month, or many years. What can be more authentic than having LFC right here in Japan, playing a game and having club legends visit our venue? The venue Masakazu mentions is noteworthy in itself. A brand new, purpose-built facility in Kawasaki, Liverpool Football Center opened in 2024 and is the home of LFC International Academy Japan. Featuring reception areas, classrooms, changing facilities, and all-weather pitches, the venue not only gives players and coaches an outstanding LFC-branded facility to train and play at, but it also represents the International Academy's commitment to the Red Way. When we built the venue, it was important to us to keep the Red Way at the heart of the development. Sustainability was a top priority, Masakazu added. The construction methods, building materials, and even the chips used on the artificial turf pitches are all naturally sourced, with sustainability considered in every detail. Since the completion of the facility, we have also been actively engaged in community contribution activities. These efforts have been recognized by the British Embassy in Japan, which adopted our activities as part of the Musubi Initiative. Through such efforts, we are striving to embody the Red Way here in Japan, even though we are far from Liverpool. That's a fact not lost on LFC's Director of Impact, Rishi Jain, who himself will visit the venue this week and will be given a guided tour by Masakazu. Creating a lasting LFC legacy in Japan. Completing the building of the purpose-built venue was the latest step in what has been an incredible success story for LFC International Academy Japan. Since opening in 2014, it's estimated that more than 7,500 youngsters have passed through its doors, giving them an authentic LFC experience in Japan. Globally, LFC International Academy strives to be a world leader in the development of children through football, delivering the greatest possible impact through the power of Liverpool FC. By implementing the club's coaching methodologies at international academies around the world, living to its core values and developing children on and off the pitch, LFC is brought to life for children who may never get the opportunity to visit Liverpool themselves. For Masakazu, these are key aspects of why LFC International Academy Japan has experienced the success it has. He said, "The International Academy program is as authentic as it gets, and it shows in what is delivered every single day. Players, coaches, and even the parents love to be part of this great club through the academy here in Japan, and we continue to see growth year on year. The impact the academy has had on our local community is immense, and this tour feels like an amazing reward for all of our families and coaches who have helped us along the way." Dan White, head of international academies at LFC, added, "We are very proud of our international academy in Japan. For over 10 years now, our dedicated team of staff have been delivering LFC sessions week in and week out to these young players. Thousands have directly benefited, and many local coaches have also been given opportunities to be part of this special project. This is a great example of how LFC can successfully influence football development in the region and further demonstrates the positive impact we have on local communities." According to a social return on investment study conducted in 2023, LFC International Academy Japan creates in excess of £500,000 of social economic value to the local community each year. Meanwhile, in an annual survey of parents of children attending the academy in 2024, more than 90% said they would recommend LFC International Academy Japan to a friend. Alisson leaves Liverpool's preseason tour for personal reasons. Alisson has departed Liverpool's preseason camp in Japan for personal reasons, with the goalkeeper set to rejoin the squad on their return to Merseyside. Alisson was one of 28 players working in Tokyo ahead of Liverpool's second friendly of their Asia tour against Yokohama F. Marinos. But the Brazilian has now been granted permission to depart the camp to attend to a personal matter. The Mail's Lewis Steele reports that Alisson is however expected to take part in the Reds' first session back upon their return to the AXA training center later this week. Arne Slot and his staff put the squad through their paces in intense heat during a workout in Tokyo on Tuesday, with their number one not involved. Georgi Mamardashvili, Freddie Woodman and youngsters Armin Pexi and Cornel Messier instead comprised the goalkeeping group, with Mamardashvili likely to start against J1 League side Yokohama FM on Wednesday. Alisson is the third player to leave Liverpool's pre-season tour, following Joe Gomez's Achilles injury and the agreement of a transfer for Luis Diaz. Diaz has now arrived in Germany to undergo a medical with Bundesliga champions Bayern Munich. Bayern and Liverpool had been involved in ongoing talks after the winger made it clear he wanted to leave, and this as Anfield understands a deal was struck on Sunday. That transfer will be worth €75 million, £65.6 million, which represents a significant profit on the fee paid to sign Diaz from Porto in 2022. Liverpool agreed an initial £37.5 million spent on Diaz 3.5 years ago, with the package potentially rising to £50 million depending on various add-ons that it has since been reported that Liverpool paid around £5.5 million of those, taking the overall cost to £43 million, meaning Diaz's switch to Munich could bank £22.6 million in profit. Liverpool lost their first friendly of the Asia Tour 4-2 to AC Milan on Saturday in Hong Kong, with their clash with Yokohama FM set to kick off at the Nissan Stadium at 11:30 a.m. UK time on Wednesday. Liverpool train with two strikers and new set pieces, Florian Wirtz on corners. Liverpool were put through their paces in the intense heat of Tokyo on Tuesday ahead of a friendly with Yokohama F. Marinos, with Florian Wirtz standing out. The Reds will round off their time in Asia with a friendly against J1 League side Yokohama FM on Wednesday, kicking off at 11:30 a.m. British summer time. It will be their fourth warm-up game of the summer so far, and should bring an unofficial debut for their newest signing Hugo Ekitike. Ekitike was prominent throughout a busy training session at the JFA Dreamfield in Tokyo on Tuesday, with 27 players working in the heat. The Frenchman, signed from Eintracht Frankfurt in a deal worth £79 million, could be seen working alongside fellow new arrival Wirtz in what resembled a two-striker setup. While this could simply have been the natural dynamics of a number 10 and a flexible no. 9, it could also indicate plans to incorporate two central strikers in Arne Slot's system next season. That comes with Liverpool preparing a bid for Newcastle striker Alexander Isak, who would undoubtedly command a key role if he were to make the move to Anfield as he wishes. Set pieces took a big focus with first-team individual development coach Aaron Briggs, a vocal presence throughout the session, still helming those responsibilities. Briggs, who was viewed as a link between the academy and first team upon his appointment a year ago, took charge of set pieces last season after the failure to appoint a specialist coach. While Liverpool may have plans to make such an appointment in the future, with interest in Feyenoord's Etienne Reinanen, it appears as though Briggs will remain in charge as it stands. With academy goalkeeper Cornel Messier between the sticks and a number of inflatable mannequins placed in the box, the likes of Ekitike, Ibrahima Konate, Virgil van Dijk and Milos Kerkez were seen working through a series of corner routines. Chief in taking those corners was Wirtz, who could become a regular standing over set pieces following his £116 million move from Bayer Leverkusen. Liverpool lost one of their most prominent set pieces takers this summer with Trent Alexander-Arnold's exit to Real Madrid, and that could have an impact on the pecking order not only with corners but also free kicks. To that end, It was interesting to see Van Dijk showcase an array of finishes from free kicks towards the end of the session. Alisson was not part of the Liverpool squad training in Tokyo, having departed Japan to attend to a personal matter, but Alexis Mac Allister, Darwin Núñez and Wataru Endo were all involved, having missed Saturday's friendly against AC Milan. Luis Diaz was also not present, with the Colombian now in Munich undergoing a medical ahead of his £65.6 million switch to Bayern Munich. Goalkeepers: Mamardashvili, Woodman, Pexi, Messier. Defenders: Van Dijk, Konate, Kirkez, Robertson, Frimpong, Bradley, Tsimikas. Midfielders: Wirtz, Mac Allister, Gravenberch, Soboslai, Jones, Endo, Elliott, Morton, Stevenson, Nyoni. Forwards: Sulla, Ekitike, Gakpo, Núñez, Doak, Ngumaha. Thanks for watching. Like and comment and subscribe.